back, everybody. So today we're going to have the next tasting of beer number 5 in my Centennial Cascade 2-hop series. This version is featuring Vienna Malt. So this is a small batch, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. 2 pounds, 4 ounces of 2-row, 4 ounces of Vienna Malt. For the boil, 1 hour boil, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 60, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 10, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 5. Dry hop 3 days into fermentation, 0.25 ounces of each. Bottled on 8/30. This is July of 2019 or 2020. So this is 11 months old. It's 7.51% ABV. If you're new to the channel, you might be wondering why I'm keeping home brews, especially it's probably an IPA, around this long. Well, I just wanted to see what would happen, what malts take over, what hops take over, what do they taste like down the road, because if you've been brewing for a long time, what you'll find out is you might put some bottles in the back corner and forget them for a year. I do it all the time with craft beer. So just to see how it ages. Smoke's still coming out. We are starting to get a lot of bubbles, so let's go ahead and pour this. I do use 22-ounce bottles, at least this one. Large carbonation drops, I do bottle directly out of the fermenter, so when they're overcarb like this, which I'm guessing it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of trub that gets stirred up on the bottom there. Just like with beer number 4, larger bubbles on this one, medium and large bubbles. I do have a couple small ones mixed in there, a little over, I would say, a finger and a half of head on there. Let's try and clear some of these bubbles. Golden yellow, maybe a little darker golden yellow. Clear, I can see the bell sign. I can make out the bells on there. I can see the light box. Lots and lots of bubbles attaching everywhere. Let's go ahead and smell. So Vienna, from what I have from my Beersmith profile, it's a 3 SRM. So I might do a side-by-side of beer 4 and beer 5. That's using, beer 4 is using the cherry wood smoked malt, just to compare them a little bit, see if the hops, because this hop schedule is the same as beer number 4. Let's go ahead and smell. I definitely get more citrus. More like a lemon citrus. Almost, I want to say fresh. It's a year old, but I still want to say like a fresh, faint lemon citrus. Malt. A little bit of malt, but that lemon citrus really sticks out, but it's not, the lemon doesn't come through a lot. It's more that citrus, but my brain's thinking lemon, so that's what I'm going with. Let's go ahead and taste. More fresh lemon citrus than anything. Body's a little heavier on this one. You do get a little bitterness in the back, but it's gone. It's almost like there is some sugar, some sweetness in there, and it almost like cuts out that bitterness. Overcarbed. Yeah, it's like that bitterness is there, and once you swallow, it goes away, and it's like a sweet lemon citrus throughout the rest of the palate. Aftertaste. I am getting a little toasted malt in there. I'm guessing that's from the Vienna. Yeah, smoother beer, thicker beer, more lemon citrus in this one. and it seemed, and I don't know if it's because it's older, so it's that malt that's coming through with some sweetness, and it's cutting the bitterness in there, because it's almost like at the back of the palate, after that lemon citrus gets gone, you're like, okay, here comes the rind bitterness. And it starts to kick in, and then it switches gears, and it's like a sweet lemon citrus in the aftertaste. Yeah, I can still see the sticker on there. It's interesting that the bitterness isn't staying around, and I'm really not getting like that honey water, honey malt that I get in a lot of the other beers. Now, maybe that Vienna has something in it that almost neutralizes that. I'm not sure, but a lot of the older beers have had that honey malt or honey water in there, and this one doesn't. And the only thing that I can think of that's changed is the Vienna malt is used in this. I don't know if it has something to do with the pH, if Vienna malt changes the pH in there. I would drink this. I would make a small batch. I don't think I could drink 5 gallons of this because of that sweetness in the aftertaste. I'm not quite sure how I like that. It's not 100% balanced. I wasn't going for a balanced beer, but I want some bitterness in there, or some rind, grapefruit rind bitterness from the Centennial, something like that, some more bitterness. And I didn't write down the IBUs on this one. But yeah, overall good beer. Yep. So if you enjoyed this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.